Hey trackies, welcome back to another video. Please remember to smash that subscribe button, hit the like button as well. That's how the video gets to the YouTube algorithm. Share the video if you care. I hope you all care, so share, and yes, please sound off in the comment section below. Final day, USA Track and Field Championships. Let's dive into the men's and women's 200 meters because it did give. And another, set of events, only 2 rounds, questionable to me when it comes to Team America and the standard I believe that they've set for themselves. But that aside, trackies, it was really, really, really exciting. And let's start with those women and that 200 meters because from the heat, trackies, yeah, the indications were there for possibly the athletes that would make it into top 3. Now, Mackenzie Long took heat 1. She ran at 22.12 seconds. Deja Stevenson and Madison White were second and third, respectively. No, Shakira Richardson was also in heat 1, and unfortunately, she did not make it into the finals. She was only able to manage a 22.56 seconds. Now, she ran a good first 100, in my opinion, but yeah, that final 50 for her, you could tell that her form was breaking. But what I appreciated from watching her, she fought. Usually, she gives up when she's behind, but she fought. You could see her hold her head down and kind of like grit her teeth and push through. So I really appreciated seeing that. I like when athletes are gamers, regardless of the shape that they're in, they turn up and they're ready to compete. Love seeing that she actually turned up in the 200 meters and competed. So let's see what she brings for the World Championships. I was questioning whether or not she would turn up there, but the mere fact that she turned up in the 200 meters, I'm like, okay, let's go. Let's go, right? So good for her. Again, though, she didn't make it into the finals, right? Brittany Brown turned up. I loved how easy she looked. Yeah, man. Very, very strong. 150, maybe 180, you would say in the 200 meters. 22.32 to take her heat. Jamisha Forrest was second behind her, 22.61. And in the final heat, which I was like, who really can shut them a heat here? Because how you get Melissa Jefferson, Tamari Davis, and Avia Butler, Kayla White, and Gabby Thomas in the same heat? I don't know, right? All these athletes in the same heat for the semifinals. And I was like, okay. But anyway, Melissa Jefferson wouldn't take it, 22.06. Well, all indications from what we were actually watching in the 100, if girl could run, 10.65, yeah, it was telling us that she's going to actually double in that 200 meters. So, yeah, what happened in this women's 200 meter heats told us that, okay, there's nobody beating Melissa Jefferson today. She was easy peasy. That's how you navigate around. Cruise control. Loved it absolutely. Then Gabby Thomas was second, 22.19. But I was like, okay, Gabby, it's going to be a struggle for you because what I saw from, Mackenzie Long, Brittany Brown, right? I don't know if you're going to make it into top 3 because she literally had to struggle to get into top 2. And I was like, okay, this looks like it's going to be hard for Gabby to make it in. And then we had Kayla White and also Anavia Battle as well, making it in with 22.23 and 22.26. So that's how, it started for the finals and trackies. My opinion was, okay, Melissa Jefferson is definitely getting one of those spots. I loved what I saw from Brittany Brown. So I was like, maybe she gets a spot, and then Mackenzie Long. So those were my 3. I know going in, I was talking about, possibly Melissa Jefferson, Gabby, as well as Mackenzie Long, and I believe Tamari Davis. I think those were the 4 athletes that I brought it down to, right? But what I saw in the semi, I was like, okay, I'm going to go with Melissa. I'm going to go with Mackenzie and Brittany Brown. Those were the athletes that I was going for. But the finals track is, ooh la la. And Navia Battle turned up. She was like, there's no way I'm not making this team, right? So Melissa Jefferson takes the win, running a new personal best, 21.8684 seconds. Sorry. She is that girl, looking really, really good. Like when it comes to the World Championships, and I'll do separate videos, to follow up this one. It's gonna be absolutely fantastic. It's gonna be special, and I'm looking forward to it. Clearly, I'm Jamaican, so there's gonna be no support there. But yeah, I'm looking forward to good competition in the women's 200 meters. I like when events are competitive. Now, in second place was Anavia Battle, and she ran a 22.13. Again, when I saw in the semifinal versus in the actual final, I was like, okay, I was looking for somebody else, but not today. Then we also had in third place Gabby Thomas clawing herself literally to that third place, 22.20 seconds on trackies. That same 22.20 was clocked by Brittany Brown and Mackenzie Long, only separated by thousands of a second. So three athletes, same time. It literally came down to thousands for the final spot in the women's 200 meters. So yeah, that's the three that's going for Team America. And Melissa Jefferson is America's strongest bid, not only, just to go there and represent, but clearly from a medal perspective, when I look at it across the board, I definitely think that she's, a strong medal prospect in the 100 meters, practically favorite, right? And then when we think about the 200 meters as well, yeah, definitely a strong medal prospect there as well. So America, I believe, will have their two medals in the sprints. One coming from in the 100 meters from Melissa Jefferson. Same again, Melissa Jefferson 200 meters. I don't think any other athlete will probably get on the podium for Team America in either of the events. But let's see. Let us see. Now moving on to the men's 200 meters, and boy, when I tell you, Noah Lyles has proved that he is the man. Absolutely. He is that man, and he's literally slingshotted himself. I was saying this, before the actual men's 100 meters, that what, at the end of the day, there's heavy reliance on Noah Lyles for Team America when it comes to that 100 meters. And what I saw in the 200 meters, proves that, yeah, he's going to be ready for world championships, and he's going to be America's strongest bid, not only in the two, but obviously in the one as well. So the 200 meters, Noah Lyles comes out in the semifinal round. Let's start there. He looked really, really good. Effortless win. And I was like, okay, I'm liking this, Noah Lyles. It looks like you're ready, to turn up and dominate your pet event, right? 19.97, sub 20. Kenny Benerick also looked easy, 19.99. And I was like, all right. So for the most part, track is the athletes that I was looking forward to made it into the actual finals for the event. So I was like, okay, let's see how this finals is going to go down. And I have to say, Noah Lyles showed some strength today because he was actually behind and he literally ran down everybody and won. And I was like, okay, I'm sorry. If you're going to let a man come off an injury and win you and beat you, yeah, there's no hopes for you by the time we get to World Championships. That's just how I feel about it. So Noah Lyles takes the win, 19.63 seconds. Kenny Benerick second, 19.67. Robert Gergely third, 19.80. Courtney Lindsay was one of the athletes I thought would get in, 19.82. Unfortunately, oh no, he gets in because America gets 4. Okay, so Courtney Lindsay gets in, right? Aaron Natton, Oxtail Boss just misses out, 19.97. And I was also looking out for T. Mars McCullum, but I think after making that 100 meters, he's like, okay, good. I did what I needed to do because I didn't get the same intensity that I got in the 100 from him. So I was like, all right, he's probably just settled in the idea that he made the team, right? So those are my thoughts. I will give you guys a more in-depth breakdown as it relates to my thoughts, on what really went down, or how we're going to progress from here, when I think about the sprints for Team America. But yeah, that's what happened. Melissa Jefferson takes the double and Noah Lyles reigns supreme and reminds the world that he is still number one, at least from a USA perspective. Like the video track is and subscribe to the channel. Also, let me know your thoughts. I'll catch you on the next one. Bye.